to What's Right with the World with your host, Glenn Ambrose.
Hello, welcome to What's Right with the World. So today we are talking about what's buzzing.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about bees. So, Ben, fill us in
All right.
about bees.
So today's article comes from the Telegraph in the UK. It is about a father and son team in Australia who invented a new kind of bee honeycomb. A new type of beehive that releases the honey via a tap without needing to handle the bees. So these father and son, Stuart and Cedar Anderson, who live in Australia, they revolutionized beekeeping, basically.
Nice.
So they created this. It's a beehive, and like I said, there's a tap so that you don't have to deal with the bees. You don't have to move the bees to get it. And
so it makes it safer, easier, and I imagine it would make it more kind of a better experience for the bees themselves, actually.
Yeah.
So they're not being disturbed all the time.
Exactly. So they crowdfunded and got $12.2 million.
Wow.
Incredibly fast. They call it the Flow Hive. And they're really everyone's really hoping that it's going to increase the amount of bees, because people are going to be more apt to become a beekeeper, and that hopefully they would be able to bring back, because all of the news recently, the bees are disappearing.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know all the details about it, but I have heard conversations about how much it impacts the environment and everything that goes on in it, so it's the fact that we're using, this is technology, this is creative thinking that we're using to find solutions to the problems that are going on in the world, which is phenomenal. It just reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to think, I used to come up with ideas, and I used to think that everything was already done. I'd be sitting there, I was probably like a teenager or something, feeling depressed and going, everything's been done by now. There's no, and now I'm pushing 50 and I'm sitting there going, oh my God, it's endless. The creativity, the things that people can come up with, the ways that we can better ourselves and situations is just endless. So it's the fact that, and the father and son doing it, what's better than that? Being a single dad, I love that. Having, because not only are you doing something together and sharing, time together and everything, but you're also teaching that kid and also all the kids around that child's age what they're capable of accomplishing, even at a younger age, which is phenomenal as well.
So Australia has released the statistics that beekeeping clubs have seen a surge in members, with some reporting that membership has tripled since the Flow Hive has become available.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine if the numbers tripled all around the world, what an impact that would have? So that's it, man. This is just another thing that's right with the world. Bravo.
I like what you were saying about the inventions. What the amount of people that are, not only were they looking to invent something that was useful, but that's doing so much good.
Yeah.
And,
right. And you we have all this technology, right? Think about governments and research and millions of dollars and stuff and all this stuff. And then you got a father and son that fix a problem, or make a huge dent in it at least, right? Which that's it. It's, we have to be the change we wish to see in the world. We can't sit around complaining on Facebook about what's wrong with the world. Instead, why don't you try to fix something? Get creative. Try to come up with an idea. Well, that's not going to work. That's what's cool about our society, like the crowdfunding thing. It's crowdfunding is huge because if you have a good idea, you can expose it to people and they can hop on board too and say, yeah, this is a good idea. I want to hop on that, So, and, angel investors are out there as well. That's a whole nother avenue, so there are ways that we can actually change the world. And it's great to see a father and son not looking at the blocks they have, because they could have sat there and they could have said, well, no, it's not going to be us that fixes this problem because the problem's too large. We don't have enough money to fund our creation. Nobody's going to listen to us. There's no way. We don't have the technology to figure out how to do it. We can't, 100 excuses as to why not to do it. Instead, they looked at why they should do it. So if your head stays focused on the solution instead of the problems, that's where we find success. And it's like that with everything. So, I think we have to continue doing that and just keep looking. Don't look why we can't do something, look what we can do. And this type of thing comes up. So thanks for listening, and thanks for taking care of our bees. And we'll talk at you soon.
Glenn is available for life coaching sessions, in person or via phone and Skype. To book an appointment or for more information, go to glennambrose.com, follow him on Facebook and Twitter, or click the link in the description of this episode.